Governor Bill Lee is in East Tennessee. He stopped in Maryville for an event that started about an hour ago.
Will Puckett is there telling us about what this visit is all about. We know that he covered off on a couple of different topics. Will, break it down for us.
Well, guys, he just wrapped up a tour of Denso here in Maryville roughly about 10-15 minutes ago. That tour itself took about 30-45 minutes, and then he spoke for just a handful of minutes afterwards. There was no formal announcement from the governor. This was strictly just a stop at Denso and then a tour of the inside of their factory. We're not able to show you any of that tour because cameras were not allowed inside on the factory floor. We were given boots and jackets and just really walked around following the governor as he was stopping and talking to people, looking at the production that goes inside of this factory. It employs about 4,500 people split between two buildings here in Maryville, just off of Middle Settlements. Really what this does is it helps and provides manufacturing for a lot of car companies. One of the biggest production manufacturers they have, or one of the companies they produce the most for, is Toyota, then followed by General Motors. We actually saw the intricacies of what goes into making your key fob that really fires up your vehicle. It was interesting just to walk through this building and see things, and the governor just learning about really that, what he talks about often, high-skilled, high-powered labor, skilled positions, and that's what we got to witness inside of this building today. Again, no formal announcement from Governor Lee, but afterwards he did tell us that really getting to see what goes on the inside of this building and the work between Japanese productivity and East Tennessee productivity, and really Tennessee productivity as a whole, is what this entire tour is all about. He also made a point to say that the state with the most workers is the state that wins every time. That's really been one of his biggest platform talkers as he tours the volunteer state. In this stop again today, just touring a 4,500 employment facility here in East Tennessee, and really a company that employs about 6,000 East Tennesseans if you reach into the Chattanooga area and a couple of factories that they have down there. So Brittany and Casey, just a tour from the governor today. We did get to touch on not just skilled labor, jobs, topics. We also got to talk with him about his legislative priorities going into next session. I asked him a couple of questions about growth in East Tennessee, as well as Election Day, which is coming up August 1st, but also early voting starts tomorrow. So we touched on a handful of topics. Again, we could not show you the tour inside the facility because cameras were not allowed in there, but just a tour of high-skilled, high-labor job and manufacturing here in East Tennessee was the governor's visit. We'll hear from the governor coming up on WVLT News at 5 and 6. Brittany and Casey.
All right, sounds good. Will Puckett, thank you.